I remember my brother was in town for a golf show in Seattle, and my whole family went, Peter included. It was maybe 3 years ago. We were leaving, heading to our car, and the RV show was happening at the same time. And there was a house outside of the stadium there. Pretty soon Peter wasn't next to me anymore, and he was just stopped kind of staring at the house. He has lots of interests, so I didn't really think much of it. We just thought he was fascinated by it, and that was kind of thought that would be the end of it, but it was very much just the beginning.
Yeah, I probably spent at least 100 hours from the point where I saw the tiny house, that first one, Seattle Tiny Homes. I just started drawing ideas for tiny houses for myself and just finding any information I could about it. And I was just hooked.
It was something that was sticking. So I had to see how I felt about that, knowing that we very well might end up getting married and that he was thinking that he might like the tiny house lifestyle. So there were lots of conversations.
Lots of talk about it and drawing, and eventually we got a trailer. We started building. We hunted for a good deal on a trailer, and we got one. We had no like legitimate building experience, so there's lots of learning, lots of YouTube videos, forums, help from contractor friends. But yeah, it was a big learning process, but it was really cool.
Now that I'm living in our tiny house, I love it. I couldn't be happier. This is the second home that we've had together, and it feels much more like our home than the first one did. And we're not in a hurry to have anything change about our living situation. We're really, really liking it. It feels very much like our home. Very comfortable.
One thing I really wanted was a nice sitting area. I really wanted to be able to be comfortable when I was home. I'd seen a lot of designs where essentially the couch was kind of in a hallway and it didn't really feel like an area. So that was one of the things I really focused on. I wanted to be able to, watch a movie or, sit at a desk and work. We built in a lot of storage. We kind of have a complete bathroom with a bathtub and a washer and dryer. Kind of believed that if we could design it well enough, we could do everything we needed in 160 square feet. One of the things that we did was a raised floor, like kind of a false floor, and that gives us a bunch of storage underneath. A lot of tiny houses I've seen very small closets and room for clothes, and we wanted 2 of us, plus we got a little one on the way, which is a whole nother story. But so we took full 45 inches of 8-foot tall cabinets and turned those into our clothes storage, and we got them to match the kitchen because we wanted to look like cohesive with the rest of the kitchen. Our sink, we got that off Craigslist as well, and the great thing about the sink was this 1950s era like Sears sink unit, but it's got 3 cabinets built into it. It came with a faucet, came with a countertop, it came with the sink. It was like everything for $150, and Shannon refinished it with her dad and her mom, and it was like a $20 refinishing kit, and all of a sudden it's like a brand new, beautiful, vintage retro sink. We tried to use vertical space as much as we could without overcrowding the walls. So we wanted to leave some blank areas, but really use vertical space where we could.
One thing was access to the loft, just getting up into bed. It was a little bit of, foresight to be able to know how important that would be come a baby. I don't know that I'd even right now, I'm 33 weeks, be able to climb up a ladder, especially climb down the ladder in the middle of the night.
Yeah, with the ladder, one thing that really bothered me with the ladder is that it took up a lot of just space that you couldn't really use for anything else other than the ladder. We really thought about it long and hard, and we wanted to really maximize the space. And I started thinking about like, well, you know, the counter, we got the fridge. I mean, could we just step on those pretty much? And then, you know, the whole stair idea kind of came through that.
Up above the bathroom, we have storage, so there's extra clothes up there. But I definitely have enough. Like, I'm not, you know, thinking I don't have enough space to fit what I own. And the same with the bathroom. Got quite a bit of storage for my hair products and my, you know, straightener and curling iron and all that stuff. There's a spot for it. I think you need to get outside of the close walls. So as long as you plan to do that, and it's been good for our lifestyle, and it's also spring in Seattle, so it's beautiful. So we're doing lots of walks, and we live in a great area for that. So it gets us outside. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think maybe when the weather turns crappy, we'll have to get more creative, become mall walkers or something. But yeah, you kind of gotta, you know, get out the door at times. I think my favorite part is just being, knowing that there's not like a junk drawer or a junk closet or like this big project that is hanging over me for the next weekend. Like, everything is basically sorted through, and we only have what we need, and we have everything that we need, but we also only have what we need.